Rachel's our counselor, and she's in the past has served as a counselor for Minnehaha School and Two Rivers High School. And this year we were fortunate enough we were able to get Rachel here full time. So she's a full time school counselor at the Minnehaha Elementary School. You really can't write a job description for counselors. Their duties are obviously counseling kids, working with difficult situations. But for an elementary counselor, I think she's as much teacher as anybody else, because a lot of what kids, pre-K all the way up through 5th grade in this building are going through, they don't know how to handle those situations. There's a lot of learning that has to happen. As all of us, we go through difficult, trying times in our lives. We have to learn how we're going to deal with that. So for Rachel, she's really a teacher. That's a big part of her job. And those are simple situations where interactions on a playground, how do we deal with bullying, or how do we deal with my friend doesn't like me anymore, those sort of things, all the way up to some very difficult life situations, traumatic situations in homes, abuse situations, and kids that are in crisis. She is a person that kids trust in this building, and that's because she's built a lot of rapport with our kids, and she's built that trust with them.
We share a lot of kiddos and work pretty closely to make sure that kiddo's needs are being met at school, whether that be working with outside services or working with parents and families, or working with the teaching staff that works with those kiddos. And Rachel is a huge part of making sure that kiddo's day is as good as it can be when they walk in this door.
She's that positive influence in the hallways for those kids, that smiling face every day.
I think her sense of humor and her easygoing nature and her wonderful ability to listen, not only listen but really hear what is said, serves her well in her work with kids who've been victims of sexual abuse or domestic violence.
She is super. She gets down on their level. She really takes the time to get to know the kids and really shows them how much she cares for them. And by doing that, she makes she's their bright spot sometimes. We have kiddos that ask to go to see Rachel, and that's fantastic. They seek her out, and they are so excited for things like lunch group, and they get to do that once a week with her, and so they really look forward to those days.
She has an amazing knowledge of the families and their history and their needs, so that she can really individualize what she's doing with her kids at any one time. She runs groups with kids, lunch groups, kind of pairs kids together that might be able to support each other.
She can be very matter of fact with kids, and she not beat around the bush. Here's the issue, let's talk about it. And kids respond well to that part of her. And so, whereas they come to see me as a building principal, they don't necessarily have that same amount of trust because I'm the principal. For them, I think they know that they can go to her and they can get good counsel.
Rachel's job is to really help kids who are struggling with social and emotional issues at school, but she does a whole lot of other things too that make a huge difference to the kids in our district. She runs something called the Backpack Program, which provides a backpack full of food for students over the weekend who might not otherwise have access to healthy foods.
Rachel is a key person assisting us in providing sexual prevention education in the schools.
Every district has to have a homeless liaison, and so she works with the students that would be termed homeless in our district.
Rachel is a huge advocate for helping homeless families who are victims of violence to try to help house them. She works very closely with me as far as letting me know when she has families that might need help. Anytime we have open units, I let her know that they're available. She really reaches out to try to get the families and the children she works with services that they really need.
A few years back, a team of teachers, including Rachel, got together and said, how do we work on improving behaviors here at the Minnehaha with our students? And a system that has been popular in other schools and has been quite successful is PBIS.
There's a whole group of teachers, but I know Rachel plays a large role in that, and it's been a big increase in the kind of like the morale of our school, and with kids helping other kids and feeling good about themselves and decreasing the bullying at school with these positive behavior intervention strategies that the PBIS team has implemented. And she's tracking the data to see how things are changing in school, where incidents are happening more with bullying that we need to address, or how we can help kids have a really positive environment.
She's also works closely with social services and other community agencies. She's a liaison from here to the child protection team, and so she's involved with on the onset of interventions for kids that are in crisis or families in crisis.
She's just that very important spoke in that wheel and a big piece to everything we do to ensure safety, you know, for parents, for kids, for everyone in the community.
Rachel, in some ways, is kind of a glue that helps our kids who are in school kind of keep it all together. When kids pop up on her radar, she's right there to see them and help them and give the student and the family what they need to be as successful as they possibly can.
She truly cares about the kids and the families, and if she can help, she will.
She's dedicated and she's passionate about what she does.
She's just really great to work with, and she's also kind of my grounding person every once in a while when I really need some help coming back down from something. So.
She's approachable and empathetic, and kids are really comfortable being with her, and they're not only comfortable, but they're drawn to be with her. I'm so happy that she's being recognized for all that she does, and I'm honored to be her colleague and her friend.